The qualities in a truck that are most important are reliability, just really great function.
Having a truck is pretty much a necessity to getting to most of these locations. Oftentimes it's narrow, steep, loose, rough, rocky roads.
Having a truck is essential to every part of what we do, from picking up material for the home to delivering the home.
Always carrying something, pulling something.
It's something that we use every single day here.
Hey, welcome back to High School Game Day here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Coming to you live from the Pizza Ranch studio, and as always, brought to you by Central Bank of the Ozarks, LIUNA, local labor 663, Building Missouri and Building Missouri State. Missouri State Highway Patrol, Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, Great Southern Bank, Doak Propane, and the Bank of Billings. We're pleased to be joined now by Lee Summit West head boys basketball coach Michael Schieber. And Coach Schieber, it seems like a year ago we got to visit.
Yeah, time flies, I guess. It was a great time last year having a conversation with you, kind of that anticipation as the season starts to approach. And, you feel that way every year. I guess you have a little concern, a little optimism, a little bit of everything. And so we're looking forward to coming down and playing and hopefully having a little better result than we had last year.
Yeah, it's kind of tough last year, but you finished the year tremendously strong. You went 6 in a row there going into districts. You win a district championship. You kind of avenged that loss early in the year to a Raytown team here in the Arvest Classic. Tell us a little bit about the kids you got coming back and what you're going to have to replace from last year.
Yeah, we lose, anytime you lose your seniors, you lose your leadership. Chance McGrew was probably the guy that stood out. And replacing a point guard is not easy. But we've got, 3 juniors and a senior returning from last year. And, hopefully those guys that have kind of been through those battles and things like that. We're fairly young, had a little growing up to do. And I guess we'll see whether we've grown up or not.
Tell us just a little bit, the Arvest Classic coming up here at Parkview High School and just a tremendous tournament, teams from around the state. What are some things that you enjoy about it? Maybe it's the travel, maybe it's getting on the road. I know you go back-to-back road tournaments to open the season, but what about the Arvest tournament makes it special?
Yeah, I mean, I think anytime you go on these things, it's always the people that you run into, and there's just a lot of great basketball, a lot of great basketball players, a lot of great basketball coaches, and a lot of great basketball fans. And Springfield. I come from a little bitty town up in northwest Missouri, and, Springfield has always been a hotbed of high school basketball in the state of Missouri and remains so today. And, we're fortunate that we're given an opportunity by our school and by our administration to be able to travel down to this tournament and with these teams and with these coaches and with great media sponsors like yourself. And we say we're going to try to say thank you a lot, because this is a great moment for our kids. And as I said, we're looking forward to the challenge.
Coach, what are some things right now? I know it's early, you haven't played a game yet, but what are some things you feel like you're doing really well at this point of the season?
I don't know. You're talking to the wrong guy for doing too much really well this early. I don't think optimism and me go hand in hand. There's a lot of things that we have to work on. And obviously this is kind of the way we're approaching this week is, we've been kind of, preparing here for however many weeks, 4 weeks. And I'm sure the kids thought they were ready after 2 weeks, maybe even after a week to go play a game. And I probably don't think they're ready until hell, I don't know if we'll ever get ready, but it comes to a point where you got to go play. And we're at that point. And I guess, I'm hopeful that our defensive communication is a lot better than it was. It's something that we've harped on. I'm hopeful that our offensive execution is improving. But you don't really know till you take the test, and we've got 3 tests, regardless of where we end up on what side of the bracket. We found that out last year. Is you're going to face quality teams regardless of where you go, and that's why we're coming. We want to face the best that we can face, and whoever that is and whenever that is, we got to show up, and it's test day, and it's time to see what we know and what we don't.
And again, visiting with Lee Summit West head basketball coach Michael Schieber. And Coach, any changes to your district, your conference there, with the new kind of every year changing districts and things of that nature, and any changes in your schedule?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to the districts because I haven't really even looked at it, because that's so far away that, I haven't had a chance to really, I've been looking at this tournament and, trying to figure out, how we're going to match up against these teams. As far as our conference is concerned, we went from a 17 league to a 5-team league. Now, why they did that, you're talking to the wrong guy. But, anytime you play in a conference against the teams that know you and you know them, it always makes it tough. And this is a great opportunity for our kids to kind of go out and see some different teams and that grind of a conference schedule and all that. That's coming. But for right now, we're just kind of trying to lock into the moment and come down and play a really good basketball team and DeSmet right out of the gate, and see how we fare in the challenge.
What do you know about Coach Williams' group, Kent Williams over at DeSmet? What do you know about DeSmet, and what are you going to have to do?
Historically, obviously high tier, and it's a great program led by great people and great school. And, I know that they're talented. I know that they're going to be well coached, and I know it's going to be a heck of a challenge for us. And, that's why you go play. Going down there and playing against, whoever it may be, you want to play against teams that are going to push you and see how you respond. And, and I know that they're going to push. I know that they're going to push us. I know that we're going to have to play at a really high level to even contend. And so, we're looking forward to the challenge. And as I said, that's why you go play in these events and travel to these places is to really get, high quality competition. And they certainly have that in this tournament, the Arvest Bank.
Yeah. Coach, what's your travel plans when you guys head this way, and where are you staying?
Yeah, we're heading down there. I believe we're leaving at around 10:30 tomorrow. Coming down, kind of get our legs stretched when we get down there a little bit, and head to the hotel, and then head over for that 5:30 game before we play at 7:00. So kind of try to treat it as close to a game day situation as we can, although the travel's a little longer. But hopefully our kids are used to it. And as I said, I think it'll be a great experience for our kids to, be away from the school environment and around each other for a couple days, and hopefully learn about each other, our strengths, our weaknesses, and how to be a good teammate.
Then you go right into the Rogers, Arkansas tournament the following week.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting because I met Coach down there last year and had talked to him about possibly coming to that tournament. And so, this was kind of the fruits of us coming down there and getting a chance to meet some people that we hadn't had a chance to meet. And Coach was gracious enough to give us an invite. And, so we're going to be heading down there next week, and we're looking forward to that as well. And it's kind of a unique experience with these 2 back-to-back tournaments. But, as you well know, these tournaments aren't cheap to put on, and these teams and these coaches and these ADs and administrations and Arvest, and they give a lot of money and a lot of resources to be able to put put this on. And, we're grateful and thankful for that. And without support like that, it's really hard to do. And I'm sure there's going to be great support down there. And as I say, we'll worry about that when we get to it. But we'll, for this week, we're really just focused on coming to Parkview and trying not to go 0-3 again.
Very good. Well, Coach, as always, I greatly appreciate you being generous with your time. I know it's a busy time of year. The thump, the basketball start bouncing. Had an old wrestling coach said it's thump time.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely. And it's a great time of year, anticipation and everybody's. I know there's been some teams that played before Thanksgiving, but for the most part, this has been when everybody's cranked up and I know our kids are antsy to get out there, and so hopefully we can go out and play at a really high level and try to give Desmet a ball game. So that's what we're hoping to do.
Well, Coach, hey, thanks for being part of the Missouri Sports Network, and we'll talk to you when you get down here. We'll eat lunch with you at least on Friday, and we'll get to meet you in person. So
that sounds great, Guy. I always appreciate everything you do for high school sports, and appreciate all your sponsors and everybody, and appreciate the invite and having us down and spending this time with us. So thank you.
You bet. You've been watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here for the holidays.